Welcome to this week's episode of Studio 209, sponsored by City of Turlock Municipal Services, the Calaveras Grape Stomp and Street Fair. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Eddie Ruiz, and I'm back in the studio, and I got a fresh haircut. Obviously, want to make sure I look good for you guys. This week, we're bringing you coverage from the second annual Women's Leadership Roundtable with an emphasis on women in government. So let's check it out after a word from our sponsor.
Did you know that state law requires many businesses to recycle materials and organic waste, and that nearly 500 businesses in Turlock are required to have these recycling programs in place? The City of Turlock and Turlock Scavenger, the city's contracted waste disposal provider, have programs to assist businesses with compliance. If you have a business and would like more information on the commercial and organics recycling requirements, visit the City of Turlock's website at www.cityofturlock.org or call the Municipal Services Department at 209-668-5590.
Today, we're at the second annual Turlock Women's Leadership Roundtable, hosted by the Turlock Journal, where we're going to find out the secrets to the success of 5 local government officials who just happen to be women. So what does leadership mean to you two?
I think leadership is all about leading a group of people in one common direction, making sure you're building capacity in them and watching them grow.
Leadership is the ability to bring your team, your organization together in order to meet the objectives and goals that you've set forth. And it's to do it so as that they can follow through with those objectives without your presence.
So today we're celebrating women in government. What do you two think needs to be done to get more women elected into government positions?
I think that we need to look at the diversity around us. I mean, even it out basically, so we have opinions on both sides, not just from men. And so we have women and men, so create diversity through our systems.
I think there needs to be a balance and support for women, in particular related to balancing personal and professional responsibilities. I think the more support we can give women in terms of supporting them as moms and as daughters and the like will allow them to pursue opportunities in government and help lead.
I think in the news that Saudi Arabia just allowed women to drive vehicles. I think that's awesome but ridiculous at the same time. My daughter, I love her to death and I'm so proud of her. It's important that the women stand up for their rights, and they are as much a part of any organization as any male.
I want to welcome everybody again to the second annual Turlock Women's Leadership Roundtable Breakfast.
I've been the first woman in 6 different positions that I've held. I mean, that's a lot. And so I've dealt with people doubting me, thinking when I joined the law firm, when I'd go to a meeting with somebody that I was the secretary. When I was going to become a public defender here, they almost didn't hire me because they didn't think I could go into the jails and meet with the clients.
What I learned very, very quickly is that I always studied hardest and went into the room knowing more about whatever subject matter was going to happen than anybody else. And then there was never a gender thing.
I really got bit by some people would say the political bug, but in my case, it was a policy bug because I saw for the first time how I could make a difference, not just in one person's life, but in many people's lives.
I call on all of you, be leaders of civility, model civil discourse in your communities, and that will eventually expand, and I do think the San Joaquin Valley can lead by example.
I take very seriously opportunities to mentor young girls because I know I would not be here, no matter how passionate or how great my family story is, without real molding and real aggressive mentorship.
Karen started out this conversation talking about we really need to figure out what we can do locally. And I've been saying that if we can't come together on national levels, it's all about what you can do locally. It's about local communities, local governments, involvement, and that's what we're hearing up here. And I think it really, kind of validates where we really need to be putting focus today because it's not happening at the national level.
The 24th Annual Calaveras Grape Stomp and Gold Rush Street Fair, October 7th in Murphys, California. Watch more than 120 teams compete for special prizes and awards, or get in on the action yourself by registering at calaveraswines.org. Don't miss the fun!
Man, what an awesome event. Christina Hacker, great job. I'm already looking forward to next year's event. Don't forget to check out this episode and all episodes again at Studio209.tv. Check us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe exclusively to the Turlock Journal YouTube channel. For everybody here at Studio209, I'm Eddie Ruiz. See you next time.